Number 8. Instant intuition. Before the teacher finishes the question, you're already blurting out the answer. In meetings, your hand shoots up with ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Those snap decisions others call reckless? They end up working out more often than not. What looks like poor impulse control might actually be your brain operating at lightning speed. ADHD minds don't follow the typical think then act sequence. Instead, they skip straight to pattern recognition, processing massive amounts of subconscious data and leaping directly to conclusions that often turn out to be correct. What's happening is rapid-fire intuition, based on information your conscious mind hasn't even registered yet. Elite chess players do this same thing, glancing at a board and instantly knowing the best move without calculating every possibility. Entrepreneurs make million-dollar decisions on gut feelings that seem crazy, until they pay off. The power comes from trusting a system that thinks faster than you realize. Your brain has learned to bypass the slow, methodical approach because it's discovered something better: the ability to synthesize complex information instantly and act on insights that haven't even reached your awareness yet. While others are still asking questions, you're already living in the answer. Number 7. Advanced pattern detection. The fluorescent light flickers. Someone's tapping their pen 3 tables over. A conversation shifts from friendly to tense, and you notice before anyone else does. Your brain takes it all in at once, while those around you remain unaware. What feels like sensory chaos is actually your mind running a constant background scan for patterns and connections. ADHD brains don't filter input the way most people do. You're absorbing sounds, movements, colors, and emotional shifts that others automatically tune out. This can feel overwhelming, like having too many browser tabs open at once. But that same system that gets overloaded by stimulation is also what lets you spot things others miss entirely. You notice when someone's mood changes before they say a word, or you pick up on trends before they go mainstream. The same brain that struggles to focus on one task is quietly tracking dozens of details at once. That constant stream builds a layered awareness that can feel almost extraordinary. Step into a room, and the dynamics reveal themselves immediately. Meet someone new, and the impression you form in seconds turns out to be spot on. It's a hidden radar, one that gives you insight most people never access. Number 6. Flow state superpower. Time disappears, food gets forgotten, and the outside world fades to background noise. When something grips your ADHD brain, it's more than concentration. You lock in with an intensity that borders on obsession. Hours pass like minutes, and you emerge having accomplished more than anyone thought possible. What you're experiencing is a neurological state where your brain floods with dopamine and norepinephrine, creating optimal conditions for deep work. Hyperfocus is often mistaken for addiction or unhealthy obsession, but it's actually your brain's superpower. When you find something genuinely engaging, your neural networks align in ways that produce extraordinary results. Artists create masterpieces during these sessions, and programmers build revolutionary software. The key is recognizing when you're in this state and protecting it. Hyperfocus can't be forced or scheduled, but when it happens, it's pure cognitive gold. You accomplish in one session what might normally take weeks of scattered effort. This intense concentration is what separates good work from exceptional work. While others struggle with distraction and procrastination, you have access to a mental state that most people never experience. And this is what can turn raw potential into real achievement. Number 5. Divergent problem solving. The instructions say to follow steps 1 through 5 in order. Everyone else simply starts with step 1. You jump straight to step 3, loop back to 2, skip 4 altogether, and still land on the right answer by an entirely different route. Teachers call it wrong. Employers call it disruptive. But you just solved the problem faster than anyone else in the room. The ADHD brain operates through spirals, tangents, and unexpected connections instead of linear paths. Where others see a single sequence, you notice multiple routes leading to the same destination. What may look like scattered thinking is actually parallel processing, exploring solutions others never imagine. It's through your methods that problems get solved outside the rules of the textbook. Technical issues get resolved when you try approaches that shouldn't work, but somehow do. Business solutions emerge that seem random at first, only to reveal their brilliance later. Instead of following conventional logic, your brain operates on a richer and more complex level. This divergent thinking is what drives innovation. Every major breakthrough came from someone who ignored the established way of doing things and found a better path. Your unconventional problem-solving style isn't something to fix. It's exactly the kind of thinking that changes industries. In the right moment, it's the difference between following the crowd and leading it. Number 4. Enhanced perception. The tag in your shirt feels like sandpaper. The restaurant's background music is too loud for conversation. And even the way someone closes a door tells you they're having a bad day. What others dismiss as being too sensitive is actually your brain operating with enhanced sensory processing. ADHD often comes with heightened sensitivity to sound, light, texture, and even social atmospheres. A subtle shift in tone can instantly signal to you that frustration is building. The energy in a room shifts, and you feel it immediately. Micro-expressions surface, and your eye catches what people are really thinking. That sensitivity can be overwhelming in chaotic environments, yet it also becomes a powerful form of perception. You're gathering data through channels that most people's brains automatically filter out. It leaves you tuned into nuances in your environment that others never even notice. Artists often have this same heightened sensitivity, allowing them to capture emotions that resonate deeply. Learning to manage this sensitivity while leveraging its advantages is key. When you're in the right environment, this enhanced perception becomes a powerful tool for understanding people and situations with unusual depth. It's the kind of awareness that turns what feels like a burden into one of your greatest strengths. Number 3. Novelty is fuel. Routine work drains your energy like a phone clinging to its last percent. But introduce something new, challenging, or unfamiliar, and suddenly you're running at full power. The ADHD brain doesn't just prefer novelty. It requires it to function at peak performance. This happens because new experiences trigger dopamine release in ways that repetitive tasks simply can't. Your brain's reward system is calibrated for exploration and discovery, not maintenance and routine. When you encounter something fresh, your attention sharpens and creativity flows. This is why you excel in startup environments but struggle in established corporations, why you master new skills quickly but get bored once they become automatic. And it's why your best ideas emerge when routine is left behind. What most people interpret as inconsistency or lack of commitment actually represents energy optimization. Your brain allocates resources based on stimulation levels. Give it something novel to work with, and it responds with focus that can seem almost superhuman. Understanding this pattern lets you structure your life around novelty cycles. And treating novelty as fuel, rather than fighting it, transforms it into your most reliable source of focus and achievement. Number 2. Social insight. A casual comment from a friend ruins your entire day, and even constructive feedback can land like a personal attack. Every interaction replays in your mind for hours as you analyze each word and facial expression for possible disapproval. This intense reaction to perceived rejection reveals that your brain is operating with social sensitivity that borders on telepathic. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria is common in ADHD, but it comes with an unexpected upside. The same neural wiring that makes criticism cut deeply also makes you highly attuned to social dynamics. A smile that doesn't reach the eyes catches your attention right away. Group energy shifts, and you sense it instantly. Unspoken tensions surface, and your awareness picks up what others completely miss. This emotional radar translates into real-world advantages that others simply don't have access to. You can intervene in brewing conflicts before they explode, saving relationships and workplace harmony. When you sense someone struggling, you can offer support before they reach their breaking point. That ability to read unspoken tension means you can navigate social situations strategically, timing important discussions for when people are actually receptive. The pain of rejection sensitivity is real and shouldn't be minimized, but recognizing the social intelligence that comes with it helps reframe this trait as a double-edged gift. Your emotional intensity goes beyond feeling hurt more deeply to feeling everything more deeply. That depth is what gives your connections meaning and your empathy extraordinary power. Number 1. Innovation. Another pointless meeting makes your skin crawl. Following the same routine day after day feels like a slow death. When boredom sets in, pushing through it like others do isn't an option. Your brain rebels, demanding stimulation, change, or something different. That restless energy has fueled some of history's greatest innovations. ADHD minds are wired to disrupt stagnation. When systems become too predictable or comfortable, your brain starts looking for ways to shake things up. Processes that everyone else accepts often spark your questions. Improvements arise that may seem unnecessary to others, but prove valuable over time. And solutions appear for problems people didn't even realize existed. That intolerance for the status quo is what pushes civilization forward. Every major breakthrough came from someone who couldn't accept, that's just how we do things. Your boredom stems from your brain's way of saying there has to be a better way. The most successful entrepreneurs, artists, and inventors share this same restless energy. When you learn to direct it, that restlessness becomes the force that turns dissatisfaction into discovery. And once channeled into creating instead of escaping, it becomes one of your greatest assets. These 8 traits may look like quirks on the surface, but they reveal cognitive strengths that, once embraced, become powerful advantages in a world that urgently needs fresh thinking and bold solutions. We explain a lot around here. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.